Hello and welcome back to Prussian Pride in EU4. I'm Count Christo. We are just about to declare war on the trade leagues of northern Germany. We've broken their back quite a few times now, but yet they resist, and thus they shall be destroyed. Now, should we call France in? We've got loads of favours with them. Do I have the trustworthy achievement yet? No. I swear this is the hardest achievement in the game. Of 5 allies, each with 100 trust towards you. Because you're a player. You don't want to be trustworthy. What's the fun in that? But yeah, we're going to call in France and Saxony just because any troops they kill are troops I didn't have to spend manpower killing. So let's do this. There we go. There's all of them joining against us. You can come down here. No leader for you, I'm afraid. Right, we should just easily stack wipe all of them. Turn a blind eye, as I've said. I really like having the nobles being loyal. Unfortunately, these coastal sieges are going to go quite slowly. Do we have the navy to blockade them? I think we probably do. Ooh, our navy is heavily damaged. Let's get it in the docks repaired before the enemy notices. Wow, only 4 of them had any, what do you call it? Only 4 of them weren't damaged. That's pretty intense. France will be able to get access through Burgundy and then up into Aachen, right? Oh, Aachen's not a war, but they'll be able to take out Liège for us. Liège, I believe it's pronounced. I'm not sure. And now they'll get access through through Aachen. Okay. Third of the way towards annexing Transylvania. That's good. We've got no free slots at the moment, so well, as soon as Transylvania's finished annexing, we should probably get another vassal on the go. We're going to need to do some serious vassal feeding if we're to grow at our full potential. Now, I definitely don't want to take them as a non-secondary president. That's an insane amount of aggressive expansion, but I would like all their money and a bunch of their... Let's break their alliance with England and milk them for prestige by ending their rivalries. Glorious. That's why that peace deal option is overpowered. You can get just insane amounts of prestige from from piecing up people by getting their allies gone. Wow, that was fast on Hamburg. So how much is it going to cost me if I just take Hamburg? Ooh, that's doable. That's eminently doable. How about Hamburg and Oldenburg? That is less doable. I think just Hamburg would be a perfectly good way to end this war. Take money from everyone else. Hamburg is such a big city. Both of these have... oh no, Lübeck doesn't have the estuary, but Hamburg has an estuary and a centre of trade. It's crazy. 36 trade power. That's 10% of all of the money in this node. Sorry, all the trade power in this node. That's absolutely crazy. Wow. We're just demolishing armies. That was even numbers. We just absolutely crushed them. Once this falls, I think they'll be willing. I would like to piece out Lübeck for all their cash. Ooh, no, don't split the cannons off from the main force. I always do that because C is confirmed, so I very often hit it by accident and let all the cannons detach from the main force. No, I want you to go up there. These guys can handle the carpet siege of Gelre. Pretty sure it's pronounced Gelre rather than Glare, because it kind of looks like it ought to be. Ooh, we've got these guys just sitting down here. That's not the most productive thing in the world. Ooh, no, people are starting at level 5 forts. Darn it, that's going to slow down our expansion. It's inconvenient. Global trade. Oh, hurrah! I didn't even do that intentionally. That's fantastic news. Okay, so what just happened is because Lübeck is currently the richest trade node in the world, just above Genoa. That's amazing. We got global trade spawned in our capital because the most powerful person in the most rich trade node gets global trade. Fantastic. Okay. That's really good. Oh wait, this is specific to each node, I think. Silver-minded Andes is now boxed. Oh no, it's not. I don't think. No, it isn't. It's just talking about all kinds of things. But that's great. So 20 prestige, 100 each monarch power. We get the institution spawn in our capital, so it's going to spread really fast to us. And we get, to the end of the game, local trade power in Berlin, up by 10%. That is such good news. How fast is it going to spread? Not that fast. This is one of those ones that doesn't spread very fast just to neighbouring provinces. However, Danzig It's crazy fast because the trade power is so high. Stettin, bit faster. Königsberg, no. Bremen should be okay. Yeah, not bad at all. Where else is a good trade base? We've got Riga. Not so good. But Danzig is spreading very quickly, which will kickstart it spreading over here. Which is very good news. So how much can we embrace it right now? No, not quite. It's only in 7.6% of our provinces. But we're well ahead of time on tech, except for, if possible, I'd like to take this before this year ends and we start getting a tech penalty. Renewed a loan, inconvenient, but necessary. You got siege. Ooh, this is a 4 siege guy. Let's cycle out this army for this one. There we go. That gives us a substantially better chance to win that. Let's knock out Liège if we can. Hopefully they don't have a level 5 fort. They do. It's inconvenient. Yes, good. Okay, so we can take this. So now we have 9 years to embrace the institution before we have to pay any tech penalty. If we want to take these, the moment they become the right time to take them. And the next tech is University, which is fantastic because it gives you administrative efficiency, which is a vitally important modifier. It reduces the coring cost and overextension provided by every province you take, so it's crazy useful. So Ottomans, war with you in mere short year. Probably won't want to declare that straight away, unless they're really weak, which they're not. They outnumber us 2 to 1 in terms of raw men. And our guys are 50% better than theirs, but they're probably not twice as good as theirs. So we could do with a bit of manpower recovery. How close are we to our force limit? Oh, we're over our force limit. Oops, 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 oops. That was a mistake. Let's combine down any oversized regiments. Let me do it selectively though. Yeah, those 2 can go. I don't want to be over the force limit. It just costs too much money. It's inefficient. No one there. No one in that one. No one in that one. Okay, that looks fine. We'll cut it down a bit at least. Who else is close to 0? There we go. There's a 9. Get rid of them. That brings us to only 4 over the force limit. That's not as bad. And once we take Hamburg, that'll probably give us a bit more force limit. It's a very big province. Well, it's not actually. It's quite a small province, but it's a very affluent province. Though its manpower's not very high. Huge production, which is great. There goes Gelry. I do want to separate piece Lübeck if possible. And Liège would just be an added bonus. Truce with Mainz is up. Mainz, are you a important centre of trade? No, it's just Frankfurt. Frankfurt's a very important centre of trade. Yeah. Yes, I think you can have military access, you two, since you're not strategically significant to me, and I always like getting the extra opinion from giving people the access that they want. Let's deploy ready for the Ottoman War. Might be able to pull in Russia on my side. So if I were to take Hamburg and like Lüneburg, because Lüneburg's titchy. That's not that bad actually. Much better than it looks. Because Lübeck and Oldenburg and Denmark and Poland can't join. Neither can Hamburg. So that's doable. Let's do this. It's going to cost 300 admin points, so let's not do it until we're ready to actually pay such a high price. Who else can I separate piece? Liège, but I don't want to separate piece them. Ooh, Memmingen. Someone went and sieged you for me. How very nice of them. End your rivalries. Give me heaps of prestige. Very nice. Glorious victory indeed. I've changed my mind from what I said in a previous episode. I am going to bother decommissioning generals when they're not on active duty, because I think it's a waste of military power not to do so. Let's bump our militarism a bit more, since we've got heaps of military points around, and that manpower recovery speed is very useful, as well as the land maintenance reduction. Right, we've destroyed the enemies in this war, so we can go down to half maintenance, which means the siege guys will still be able to reinforce enough, but we will just be paying substantially less. I believe this goes from 100% to 50% cost. That doesn't look quite right, does it? 16 up to 37. Right, there goes the Siege of Liège. Good. Peace with you. War reps. Cash. End your rivalries, 2 of them anyway. And there's our 100 prestige. Very nice. Come down here, we can get rid of that general. Now we're just piecing out as soon as we have the manpower. That's a rather large number of rebels you have there, dear vassal of mine. Well, we can deal with those for you. Send our best general. 5-4, he's a very good general. Not so good as a siege of the other guys, but I can live with that, considering how incredible he is at everything else. Fortunately, the presence of that fort is going to prevent this rebel occupation, causing any additional, nationalism in this province. I think I can leave my vassal to release their land from the grip of the rebels. I swear I have another army. Do we have 6? No, 5? I feel like I had another one. Good, there's our last loan paid off. And there's all our armies reinforced, but 90 men. I think we can live with having 90 men. Too short. We at our force limit yet? No. Let's do some military development and hope that brings us closer to our force limit. Cheapest place is Berlin? No, the most expensive place is Berlin. That sounds much more likely. Okay, these places where they're green, it's probably because they're very low autonomy. Yeah, so let's develop the low autonomy provinces before we develop others. Yeah, 25's fine, generally speaking. Here's one. We're taking the 51s and 52s. Okay, good. That's all that, all the development in that area I can afford. Should I do some Diplo development as well? We're well ahead of time. Yeah, let's do some Diplo development. I just want to get our force limit a titchy bit higher so that we don't have to spend so much money on being over the force limit. So that brought it up a bit. Yes, good. So now we're only paying, how much? 0.5 ducats being over the force limit. I can live with that for just a little bit. Okay, there goes the truce. Let's embargo them. Oh no, we're already embargoing them. Let's insult them. Ooh, they're fighting the Mamluks. Good. The Mamluks have quite a few allies. That should wear down their manpower. At least a bit. They've got a lot of troops. Wow, their force limit's crazy. Ottoman ambitions, yeah. They take in quantity. Yes, they have. That is the kind of heir that I'm looking for. Has he got a good claim? He does. Friedrich Albrecht Rukiovic? Don't know how you say that one. He is a very good guy. 356. Fantastic. He's a whole 5 points above average. Nice. Very nice. Okay, we've got some cash on our hands. Ooh, the next level of barracks are available. That's very good news. We just finished building barracks everywhere. Now we need to build training fields in every province to get our manpower even more crazy high. We're building pretty tall in this campaign. I mean, I know we're blobbing quite a lot, but our provinces are each province with all the buildings we've got are worth a lot. Oh right, we're still at war. I totally forgot about you guys. Sorry about that. Is this still the peace deal we want? I think it is. And all their money, of course. War reps. Might as well end your alliances. Do you want to release any nations? No, I don't want to spend the Diplo points. How about if I take Wismar as well? 58. I think that's still doable. You got to take risks in this life. Let's do that. Right now. That was a risky play. Let's see if it pays off. Most of the people that hate us are truce locked at the moment. Let's see if we suddenly get a great big coalition. Not yet. Problem is, if there's a big coalition ready to form and then we declare war on the Ottomans, it will form then. I'm afraid not, Palatinate. So yes, who's just at the edge? There's a bunch of people at 58. 53 over here. So once they go down a bit, then it'll be safe to declare war on the Ottomans. Meanwhile, I'm going to build more and more barracks. 750 is the highest offer. Do I see a 800 and something? I don't. 750 it is. Let's improve relations with our allies. I think it's probably a good idea to try and keep them sweet. Burgundy is still dealing with those nonsense rebels. How do you feel about us? Plus 88, might as well just keep that topped off. Are those magnate rebels? They are. So Poland's currently having its crisis of faith over whether to be elective or republic, I think, if I recall correctly what those rebels do. Liège and Morocco. Ooh, I could hire troops to Morocco since they're at war with the Mamluks. Sorry, since they're at war with the Ottomans. Could be fun. Let's try. I don't have land access to them, but yeah, unfortunately we have to accept the demands. Off Condottieri. Oh yes, they have to be a 20 stack, don't they? That's inconvenient. Can't go down that low. Well, no, I probably can actually. That's 8. That's 20. Yeah, that's a good stack. Let's give him our best leader. What do you say, Morocco? No land access to capital. Shame. Oh well, would have been fun if we could go in and surprise the Ottomans by taking their capital for the Mamluks. I mean the Ottomans, obviously, but the Mamluks is the war leader, I assume, correctly. More training fields. They're well worth it, the manpower buildings. Anytime you can swap money for manpower, it's pretty worthwhile. We don't have that much manpower at the moment, otherwise I would be using mercenaries in every army. What I've tended to do recently is have kind of 4 merc infantry just in every stack, full time, late game, when you become really rich, when you can afford that kind of extravagance. I find that works pretty well. Have I given you military access yet? No, might as well do that, just to keep their opinion high. Have for France and Burgundy, yep, good. Who are my other allies that are taking up all my Diplo slots? Oh yes, Saxony. I think that's okay. I think we can stay friends with Saxony for now. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. We do have quite a bit of trade in Saxony, surprisingly enough. Saxony's quite influential in Saxony. But I think I'll be able to get them to transfer at least some of it to me. I think my merchants are still in the right place. Russia to Club Novgorod. Novgorod's allied to the Ottomans. Oh, did we break that relationship up successfully? So Russia's at war with Sweden. Interesting. It's such a shame. Just these 2 provinces I'd really like to have off Russia. Not to be, unfortunately. So our trade power here, once we finished coring, will shoot up, I think. Which will be very good. Oh, darn, I've had my ship sitting at dock for no reason, for ages. Let's train up some extras and send them out. How much difference is that going to make per month? Quite a bit, I'd wager. Let's see. Oh yeah, 4 ducats from having those guys out. And that core will help too. Let's see how good it gets once the other 2 are finished. That was a really good war for our trade economy. These 3 provinces are going to be very significant. And they're all full cores. Or no, this one isn't a full core yet. Because Mecklenburg is a state, and I probably don't want to make that a full state. Although we do have more states coming up. Yeah, we have more states coming up in the next tech. How many? Does that mean... I don't know if that means you get 5 and then the next one you get another 6 and then the next one you get another 9. Or if that means total states 5, 6, 9, 12. Let's not make it a state for now. So yeah, how's the trade? 39%, that's pretty good. Making 18.47 ducats, that's not bad at all. Anywhere we could do with a marketplace? These ones all already have them, of course. The AI is doing it properly since they've integrated Arumba's mod. Arumba's another Let's Player. Talking about him like he's on my level. He's a very popular EU4 Let's Player. You probably already know about him. And he did a mod called Smarter AI, which makes them prioritise buildings much more sensibly. And focus very heavily on doing things like building barracks and building marketplaces. Which is why there are so many of those already built up here. So Protestantism did pretty well this game. It's a shame, really, that we won the League War and then we're just going to destroy the Empire, but I think it probably makes sense. Yeah, let them rant, that's fine. Our truce is up. So, yeah, let's consider trying to revoke the Empire right now. Baden, no truce. Bohemia, no truce. Palatinate, no truce. Saxony, our ally. Nassau, our ally. Ansbach, no truce. Okay, let's get in position. Let's see what we can do here. I would love to revoke the Empire, because we could expand so much faster without the aggressive expansion from the Empire holding us back. Oops, done the thing where I hit C and send them off in the wrong direction without their cannons. Silly me. Get those guys up there. Conversion successful, good. Next, reunify these guys, not Berlin. Okay, so we can dismantle the HRE once we get Palatinate, Baden, Bohemia, Ansbach. It's not much. Let's see if how many of these are willing to ally us. A lot of them. So it's basically actually just Bohemia Palatinate. And declaring war on the Palatinate would get us to war with Bohemia and, unfortunately, Nassau, who was our ally. But I'm happy to relinquish them as an ally, because they're weak and small and ripe for the taking. So we ally these two, we declare war on Bohemia, and that allows us to end the HRE. But that is a story for another day. We'll have to do that next time. Fantastic. We will revoke the Empire, destroy the old rotten thing which wouldn't keep Prussia in control. Fantastic. Well, until next time, and when we'll do that, I'll see you then.